Before you begin, find a safe and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. For safety, do not listen to this recording whilst driving or operating machinery. Hi, I'm Matt, and I'll be your guide for this brief period of meditation. Take a moment to make yourself comfortable. You may want to sit upright with the back straight, or if you're new to the practice, feel free to lie down. And whenever you're ready, just bring the eyes to a gentle close. Life can be fast. There seems to be so many expectations. And most of the time, these are generated from outside of ourselves. And even though they may not necessarily align with who we truly are, we can still feel a nagging pressure to conform and to strive. And so there's times where we may feel like we just need some space to breathe, and we need to move away from that autopilot mode of living that seems to dominate our experience. And so we're just creating a space here to reconnect with our natural resilience and wisdom. And so I'd like to share with you a useful practice, an acronym that you can use, and that's simply the word stop. And first we stop, take stock of our experience. We don't need to quantify or label anything. We're just checking in. And so I'd like you to first check in with your head and your heart and your body in this moment. Just deliberately extending the question, what is my experience right now? What is it that I'm feeling? What are my thoughts? What images are manifesting in the mind, in the here and now? Do I feel happy or frustrated? Or are my feelings more neutral, as can sometimes be the case? And what physical sensations do I notice in the body? Is there any tightness or tension? Or am I feeling light and energized? It doesn't matter whether the experience is comfortable or not. We're just applying an attitude of non-judgment and noticing and observing. And from here we may want to take a breath, just checking in with the quality of our breathing. Just observing the inhale and the exhale. Oftentimes the breath can function to anchor us in the present moment. We can notice whether we're more relaxed if the breath is reaching the abdomen more frequently, or if we're a little anxious as the breath sits higher in the chest. And from here we can open our awareness and observe, expanding the field of our attention beyond the breath, and feel the body as a whole. Feeling our posture and facial expressions, perhaps. Before noticing what may be occurring around us, without any judgments or applying any evaluations. What can we smell? What can we hear? And finally we can bring this expanded awareness into the entirety of our experience in the world, and getting a sense of how it feels to be here. And this allows us to proceed. We're not acting in a mechanical kind of way, but we can respond with curiosity, and we can just be a part of the grand unfolding that's right in front of us. And so before we conclude this practice, we can remind ourselves that it is always within our capacity and our control to stop and take stock of our experience. We take a breath and check in with the quality of how we feel. We remain open and observe the reality around us with a calm mind, and we proceed with the potential to interact with our lives in a new, refreshing, and more complete mode of being. You will now hear the bell ring 3 times, and on the third ringing of the bell, gently open the eyes and return to the room.